Okay, let's see how this V2 rocket is constructed. And maybe we can find some flaws in the construction. I'm not done with this V2 fake rocket. So today I will destroy it a little bit more. So pay attention to this video, and then you can see this rocket is total garbage.
We captured a large number of German components. Aluminium tanks for alcohol and liquid oxygen, and cylindrical drums containing rocket warheads. The tanks for holding alcohol and liquid oxygen are extremely light, although they're so large. The capacity of one of these tanks is approximately 4.5 tons of liquid oxygen. Yet 4 men can carry an empty oxygen tank without any difficulty.
I was looking at those tanks, and there is no option to bolt them down. How do they connect them to the rocket? Because bolting them down, a heavy tank like this with 4.5 tons of fuel in it would break off the hull, so you don't bolt this down to the hull, because you can find no holes for bolting it down. So let's have a closer look.
In one of these buildings, the once dreaded German V2 rocket is assembled and prepared for launching by ordnance men. No longer a weapon of war, the V2 is doing an important post-war job in cosmic research. The missiles which rain death and destruction on the English countryside.
Yeah. Those outer shells from the top part where the tank sit is made from 5mm sheet metal. I have this paper here. 5mm strong sheet steel for the center of the rocket where the fuel tank sits. And those two half shells are held together with a 1mm thick sheet metal strip.
A metal fairing joins the halves of the shell.
So that's 1mm thick. And why you use a short piece like this? You should cover it with one single strip that's stronger. So here we have the two tanks. The top one is the alcohol tank, and the bottom one is a liquid oxygen tank. And the top tank have a pipe running through the center of this bottom tank. But we can find no way how they bolt it to the hull, so they didn't do that. Let's see how they connect those two together.
It's a tank which will hold liquid oxygen.
You can see no holes for bolting it down. They fill this up with glass wool. Let me see. Let's show it. Here they fill it up with glass wool.
The rear of the alcohol tank is a tank which will hold liquid oxygen. The supply line, which will carry alcohol to the rocket motor, runs through the center of the oxygen tank. The alcohol supply connection is completed, and the oxygen tank is moved.
Okay, but I don't see an option to bolt this down to this one. and I don't see what is called a seal. They just shift this over this other tank.
Moved into position.
How do you connect these together? This is idiot.
With the fuel.
You can see no holes for bolting it down. So they put this over the other shell and then bolt it together with a strip of 1 millimeter in short pieces, not even one piece. Okay.
Fuel tank secure, the center section skins are fitted. A metal fairing joins the halves of the shell. As a further precaution against evaporation of fuel, the ends of the shell are packed with glass wool and metal bulkheads are installed.
So, those tanks are inside and not bolted down. And the two tanks are not bolted together. So there will be leaks. Of course.
To complete the assembly of the center section. This section is the basic component of the missile. Other sections will be attached to it as they are completed.
So, and now you're going to connect the bottom part with the engine to the top part. And those 4 little pipes have to carry like 10 tons, including the warhead. Even more, because this hull, this shell is 5 millimeters thick. The tanks can hold 9,000 kilo or 9 ton, including the warhead, 1 ton. Look at this tiny metal legs. The whole structure is resting on this. This is crazy.
Specially constructed frames which roll on tracks aid in the assembly.
Can you believe this shit?
Heads are installed to complete the assembly of the center section.
So you can lift this tiny sheet metal plate up, fit it in. Okay.
Specially constructed frames.
And then you bolt it down to this plate. This thin sheet metal plate. You bolt this thing on it. Okay. Those tiny legs which needs to rest all the weight on, and now you screw it onto this metal plate. Yeah, right. Because this edge is for the rocket, you know, to attach the two parts together. So you don't put this leg outside here. You see that? This is just garbage when you have a good look at it.
Which roll on tracks aid in the assembly. Secured to the center section, the tail housing is pushed into position.
Yeah, it's in the inside because you have to connect this outer shell to this outer shell, so there can be nothing in the way. So this is all attached to this sheet metal, which can hold 10,000 kilo or whatever, 10 ton. So, and they're also telling us this is have a low center of gravity. This seems to weigh nothing. All the weight is on top, idiots. This is a rocket for retards. It's impossible. And if you think NASA used this rocket also for tests on white sands, it's all fake. Yeah, this motor hangs on those 4 bars. Now, at this moment. This must weigh at least 3 tons, 2.5 tons on those tiny bars. Yeah, okay.
The missiles which rain death and destruction on the English countryside are sent 100 miles into the upper atmosphere at White Sands. Farther than any human can penetrate, instruments record data on cosmic radiation, sky brightness, direction and speed of wind, and many other aspects of high-altitude research. Here is the assembly line.
Yeah, see that? Those 4 tiny pipes hold the whole structure together. Heh. I busted your ass. It's impossible to hold more than 10 ton on those 4 tiny pipes. And on top of that, you screw this thing to a thin metal plate.
And metal bulkheads are installed to complete the assembly of the center section. This section is the basic component of the missile. Other sections will be attached to it as they are completed.
Yeah, this total rocket is retarded. You know how they pump the fuel through those lines? 9 ton in 60 seconds. This is a tank, and they put in 2 fluids which give a chemical reaction and then create steam that drives 2 pumps which can pump 9 ton in a minute. Can you believe the shit? This tiny thing can create so much steam. It's retarded. Well, you can see it. It's just garbage. Look at those tiny pipes. This is garbage construction, idiots. There are several engines left for display. And look at this construction. This one is in the Army Museum. You can see that. It's a thin construction which can hold more than 10 ton. I think all the soldiers and people that visit this are just retarded. Brainless idiots that can think this can hold 10 ton. Amazing how this construction can hold up all this weight. This must be some special metal that can hold 10,000 kilo or 10 ton, whatever. Idiots. This is just fake bullshit, as you can see. Nobody ever would put a dangerous rocket like that on a construction like this. Highly explosive. Idiots. And all these fucking ballers are even more stupid because they don't do any research. This thing is just retarded. And idiots don't come here and say those pipes are thick, because they are not. We can compare it with those things here. Yeah, they're just a fraction thicker. These are more in the distance, so it's smaller. You understand? So, you're full of shit. And ask yourself how this tiny globe here can create so much pressure. It can pump 9 tons of fuel within a minute. This ball drives this pump. Idiots. Cannot happen. And all rockets are based on this crap. After 1945, till I don't know how many years after that. Look at this garbage. Yeah, lots of drama with it. Anyways, like I show you, it's just garbage. Yeah, NASA, you push bullshit. An impossible rocket. Yeah, those tanks are not even connected to each other. Idiots.
Supply line, which will carry alcohol to the rocket motor, runs through the center of the oxygen tank. The alcohol supply connection is completed, and the oxygen tank is moved into position.
Yeah, and how do we bolt it together? There is no option. And when you even move this closer, you cannot even get a wrench in between. This is the biggest flaw in the rocket. This debunks all. Piece of trash. You're nothing more than frauds with the fantasy rocket. And I don't understand why flat earthers think this one is real. That destroyed London and killed people in London. This fake rocket. Oh, look at this. The tanks are just loose in this shell. And 4 tiny pipes carrying all this weight. 9 ton for the fuel. 1 ton for the warhead. Here is some equipment. And the outer shell from 5mm thick sheet metal. And the tanks are not bolted down. If this steam pump can draw out like 20 gallons per second for each tank, then it creates a vacuum. So there must be some valve somewhere, but I cannot discover it. I looked into it. So this is what happens if you don't use a valve. This is missing an important thing, because those tanks are very light and from aluminium. We can see only one valve. 7 servo-operated valve. That's for the alcohol. Alcohol is on top. So they have a servo here. But I didn't see that on this footage. I don't see that. So they have this valve inside this liquid oxygen tank, which is pretty cold.
The alcohol supply connection is completed.
Yeah, I don't see a valve here. It must be inside this pipe, which become very cold.
And the oxygen tank is moved into position.
So yeah, the valve. And I don't see ribs inside. So you must be careful with this tank. It goes vacuum and implodes. And how about the sloshing? You know, this rocket go in an angle. And this don't have compartments. And don't say this is compartment because it's from the framework. 8. Where is number 8? Rocket shell structure. This must be 8. Here 7. 8 is missing, but this must be 8. Rocket shell construction. So I see no pictures with ribs inside the tanks. That's also a big flaw. You know, all this shit sloshing around. So this valve, I cannot see it. Or I cannot imagine they forgot an important thing like that to put here. No valve. Anyways, bye bye people.
Daddy?
Yeah?
You know I can speak like Hitler.
Oh no, I didn't know that.
You want to hear it, Daddy?
Oh sure, let me hear it.
Meine Arbeit berichtigt, ob du glaubst, dass ich fleißig gewesen bin, dass ich gearbeitet habe, dass ich mich in diesen Jahren für dich eingesetzt habe.
Stop it, you idiot bird.
Oh, Daddy, ehrliche Shit. Ich muss scheißen. Bye bye, pieces of shit.